Hello everyone, welcome to another shenanigans-filled episode of World of Warships Legends, and I am your host, Phoenix61, right? Make sure you're following the channel. Today we are in the Akatsuki, right? So this is the, sort of the first tech tree, whatever you want to call it, for Japanese destroyers, right? So we typically build into torpedoes with these guys. And yeah, I am using, this is a, like a skin or, you know, camo, whatever you want to call it, from the Star Trek collaboration, right? Somewhat recent, right? Yep. So that was fun, right? And then I think I have the, we'll go through the commander build here too, but I did get the commander and I couldn't remember if I was using it for this game or not, but yeah, so we'll go through commander build as well. The sort of the unique commander that came along with, you know, if you wanted to use them from the Star Trek collaboration, they're not like, there's nothing crazy special about her. Her unique perk is you can make the torpedoes a little bit sneakier, right? Like they're a little bit less harder for enemies to detect them, right? So they have less time to react and see your torpedoes, right? So I will send a couple of racks through the B hole here, right, through zone B. Just because we know people like to, you know, go in and try and cap the zone, and particularly destroyers occasionally too, right? So then with these ones that have 3 racks, like Fubuki before this, and Shimikaze, especially at legendary tier, right? I like to kind of hold on to one just in case we need it for later, right? And like in the event that someone comes around the corner here that I wasn't expecting, right? And then also ideally you want to space your torpedo shooting, you know, you want to space them apart too so that you trigger floods, right? In like succession, right? So force them to use their damage control to put out a flood, and then flood them again, and then they can't put it out, right? So they can't put it out, plug it up, whatever you want to call it. Use the duct tape, right? Connecticut out there, that's one of the newer-ish American hybrid battleships, right? So we know he has airstrike torpedoes. He would be a fun one to bring down, right? That's a pretty chunky health pool. So we've got some torpedoes already on the way there, and then we will be patient with the our last rack here as well. See if we can't get some hits, right? So our bigger threat at the moment, so we're about to get spotted by him, so I'm going to sit in here, make sure we get the zone capture, and then we've got a bigger threat, which is the cruiser that's now in the zone as well. So we almost got the zone. One more second, and this jerk Pensacola, right? Might get a hit. There we go. No flood though. But here we can, you know, this example here, we can at least, you know, we'll chill out in the smoke for a little bit and see if we can't maybe trigger some fires on him. That'll be, you know, that'll kind of work just as well, right? Trigger fire, he'll use the damage con, then we trigger the flood, right? Or vice versa, right? So he uses the, oh no, he's flooding. I think he's flooding. Yeah, he must have used damage con for something because he's not putting it out. So that's going to end him. And then, yep, we see some torpedoes come through here, so we know there's a destroyer that we're going to have to contend with nearby, or at least somewhat nearby. We aren't necessarily the best gunship, right? So we'll have to err on the side of caution. Or was that might have been the that might have been torpedoes from the Connecticut. Never mind. Might have been the plane drop. I wasn't paying enough attention there. But we are going to be spotted by the cruiser, right? So, yeah, we're a little too close for him. So we're using engine boost to try and get away from that. You know, it's a bummer that we couldn't cap that zone, but we can't, you know, we can't outgun him, right? We maybe could have YOLO pushed and, like, snuck around the corner to try and, you know, get the torpedo strike, right? But, you know, if that doesn't go your way, then you're the one that's out and not him, right? So but we took the conservative approach here. We can kind of just ping him here every once in a while with bullets to get the reset on the zone so that he can't capture it. And then, yeah, we're still spotted here. I was kind of hoping that as we went around the corner we wouldn't be spotted anymore, but now it's the planes picking us up, so that's not so bad. And then we'll keep an eye on this Connecticut. He looks like he wants to move away. We've got the engine boost going here still. The carrier looks like he's going to want to pick on us. And then we'll see if we can't help out with the cruiser that's stealing our zone that we almost had, right? Alright, there we go. Finally unspotted, at least, you know, no more planes anyway. 5 planes shot down. This isn't exactly an AA platform, but we'll take it, right? And I'm curious if these airplanes are going to come for us again. So this is where, you know, I always preach, like, you know, you play the objectives, right? Make sure you're getting those zones, but you know, it's not worth losing your ship over, right? So if you feel outgunned, you know, that the situation doesn't call for it, right? Like, don't try and muscle through and then end up dying, right? We're up 2 ships, right? So it's not too critical right now. I'm pretty confident that the 3 battleships covering the A flank should be able to take care of that cruiser, right? He's just gonna sit back there and hide. So we'll go after the Ranger since he's heading this way, and we'll pick on him. Now if we fire our guns, we're gonna get like spotted, not just airplane spotted. I don't know how to, there needs to be like a term for it. But yeah, so now we're airplane spotted, and then now we're spotted, right? So like there's a difference there whether or not other ships would be able to lock onto you and shoot you, right? Versus when the planes spot you, it's only you're only spotted, you know, on the as far as the mini map goes, right? So people know where you are, but they can't lock onto you, right? So we did trigger a fire on the Ranger. So here, ideally, we get the fire and then we get a torpedo hitting him as well, and then we get a flood, right? Because the carriers have sort of the automatic damage control, right? So we're going to take one right in the butt, right up Main Street. But yeah, we didn't get lucky. We didn't get a torpedo hit on him. And then, so, you know, I'm firing guns here. It's all about, like, you know, if I'm starting to see, which we see here, right? If I'm taking too much fire, we'll have to stop, right? Like, we won't be able to shoot our guns anymore. We'll need to go unspotted so that ships can't lock onto us and take us out, right? So we don't have a lot of health left, so we're going to have to be a little bit more conservative, right? So we'll send a bunch of torps this way. We'll use the wide spread here. We'll send everything, try and get him. And then I'm gonna sit in the smoke here, but there's a good chance. Yeah, I was gonna think we got Citadel hit there. There's a good chance that we were the only one spotting him, right? So, but it does get the airplanes sort of off our back as well. And then hopefully our torpedoes do their job and we get at least 1 or 2 hits and hopefully can end him, right? So we can poke our butt out here just to take a peek, right? And that'll light him up for a brief second. And we could also probably see if there's planes overhead. And then if we need to, we can go back into the smoke screen to go unspotted again, because he does have planes coming for us again. And we get the hit, and is it flooding? Yeah, it looks like we got a flood going, so we might get the kill there. And then, yep, so there was some success at the A cap, right? So our team is taking that zone back. The Pensacola only has a little bit of health left here. And I think we got a flood going on the carrier still. Yep, we get that kill. He's going to want revenge. He's got planes overhead. He manages to get a incapacitation there, engine damage, but... So we use a damage con there, which you could argue is not a smart thing to do, because now if he gets another hit on us and gets a fire on us with these bombs, you know, we might be in bad shape, right? So, but we'll do a little bit of wiggling and hope to dodge. Yep, we get away with that. And then I'm gonna guess he's probably out of planes now. So yeah, the smart thing to do might have been to hold on to the damage control until he, you know, does his last run at you, and then of course now he can't send anymore because the carrier's gone, right? So 3 battleships left out there to contend with. That's it. So we will press forward as quick as we can, right? Hyuga's moving backwards. We'll head towards the C cap unless something shows up that we can actually go after here, right? Is Hyuga gonna come in? So I'll send some torpedoes just in case he turns this direction. But I'm gonna guess he probably won't, because if he turns this direction, he'll be kind of broadside to our allies over there. So he's probably trying to kind of, yeah, point towards them. Would make sense. But we might as well, right? There's nothing else going on. We might as well send some just in case we get lucky there. And then yes, he's looking that way, so we might as well fire our guns, right? Nothing else is, there's really no threat at the moment. We might as well get spotted, who cares? Get some hits on him, get some XP, earn some silver, you know, that kind of, all that fun stuff, right? Play the game, right? Shoot the bullets. Yeah, and then somebody else finished it. Those, the second racks of torpedoes we sent might have been able to make it towards him, but yeah, he got teamed up on quite a bit there. So one more ship left. We will go and park it in the sea cap here. He does not have much health left, so this is going to end pretty quickly here. I don't even think we probably don't even have, like, it's not even worth heading towards him. Like, we're probably not going to be able to get close enough to shoot. We'll go sit in the zone. I doubt we'll have enough time to even capture it, though. Can we get close enough to shoot? This is a quick little boat, right? We're up to almost 40 knots with no engine boost at all, right? So I literally, when I was playing this game, I think like I got distracted by real life and had to like look at something. Yeah, but then he's gone now. We'll take a quick peek at the score and the leaderboard here. We do break the 100,000 damage, which is always nice to see at tier 6. That's not necessarily a small feat, right? That's a good score, right? Let's see what the team result tab and economy tab show here in a second. 10 planes shot down as well, too, with a ship that's not necessarily great for anti-air fire. And then yeah, so I wasn't using I think we're using Tanaka for the commander, right? So I wasn't using the new Star Trek commander that we got. I think at this time when I was doing this video, I didn't have enough like commander XP to like rank her up at all, because I had spent it on like one of the other guys. So I think I spent it on the Gowron, right? We were doing the Bortas, the British cruiser ship, right? That comes with there. And so yeah, this is one where I was like, man, I was doing this ship wrong, right? So we didn't have concealment on here, right? And we need to change that. So, but yeah, this is Tanaka for the commander, as you can see in the top right. So this lady is just a Geist, right? And then I was using Space Fishy, and then this guy for detectability and torpedo damage, right? But I mean, anything, you could go concealment, you could go, anything that buffs torpedoes, right? Is a good idea with this tech tree of ships. And then yeah, Hull Crusher is his base trait for just more torpedo damage. And then more torpedo speed and reload, right? Destroyer main battery, will sacrifice that because the guns aren't that great anyway. And then I pick the first one here that doesn't get rid of some hit points, right? 10% is a little bit steep for me or my tastes, right? It's already kind of a weak ship. Reload time here. I know some people live by the Perceptive and Twist and Track perks, but I like reload on my Japanese destroyers. And then yeah, maximum speed here, and then of course unstoppable. I can't get away from that with my destroyer builds, right? But yeah, I think I got smart and changed up. We were using target acquisition mod, which was not the way to go, right? And so I do change that to kind concealment, right? And then we'll switch to the other commander, and we'll probably try and get some videos out with doing it the right way, right? But thank you for watching, everybody. Make sure you are following the channel, and yeah, we'll see you next time.